And finally, for today's episode, let's turn to David Shrim for a look at Adventist history.
This week, during meetings in Zurich, Switzerland, European Adventists discussed sending some of the denomination's first missionaries to Africa.
Welcome to This Week in Adventist History. On July 22, 1843, Julia Burgess was born in the U.S. state of Ohio. She became a Seventh-day Adventist in Michigan at the age of 21, and in 1868, aged 25, she married John O. Corliss, prominent Adventist evangelist, missionary, and defender of religious liberty. As her obituary records, she accompanied him in all his travels, going abroad in mission work 3 different times, twice to Australia, once to England. Julia and John had 5 children, 3 of whom died in mission fields, a reminder of the cost to being an early Adventist missionary. In August 1912, Julia died in Glendale, California, where John was speaking at the Southern California camp meeting. She was 69 years old. The church co-founder John Loughborough, former General Conference President George Irwin, and the then General Conference Secretary William Spicer were among those who spoke at the funeral service, testified to the universally high esteem in which Julia was held by Adventists. Exactly 80 years later, July 22, 1923, was the last day of a week-long European Mission Council held in Zurich, Switzerland. W.A. Spicer, by this time the General Conference President, preached a series of sermons and presided over the business meetings, attended by hundreds of church leaders from across the European division. It laid plans for reigniting mission in Europe after the tremendous destruction and dislocation of World War I. And plans were laid too for sending missionaries and money from Europe to Africa, the Middle East, and parts of Asia. These plans were to be largely realized in the following years, as European Adventists volunteered for the mission field in relatively large numbers, laying the foundations for the recent explosive growth of the church in Africa. And that was This Week in Adventist History.